Wow, what a beautiful sunset. Welcome to Candid Travels, Texas, and still the beginning of the new year. So happy New Year 2020. Here is in Smithville Airfield there. I don't know if you can see that. Where you can take your private planes and take off and land there. Yeah. Woo! Where are we going? Nobody knows. We're headed southbound on southbound. Peace is power. Peace is power. Okay, so there you go. There's the ATX ITAC official cap. Anybody who's interested, contact us. DRLIUALOHLIU at gmail.com, and we'll be able to check to see if we have only a couple left. See if you want to give a donation, and we'll send it to you. Okay. All right. So we've seen this T-shirt before. Peace is power. So the question is, what really is peace? What's peace? Ooh, look at these clouds. Oh man, beautiful. Oh wow. Okay. What is peace? Well, you have to define that for yourself. But in ATX ITAC, as I share with the ATX ITAC family, from the ATX ITAC principle, peace is the application of moment by moment application of last week's episode of Grandma's face value tactic, okay? Which is basically what you have is the two equations, which was no judging plus no resisting equals no suffering. That's peace. So how can you understand peace? By understanding chaos. Okay, what's chaos? Judgment plus total resistance against whatever you don't like, then you will suffer. And that's chaos. That's the opposite of peace, and that will make you powerless. So the point is, how do you learn peace? Through experiencing the suffering of powerlessness and chaos. Now, that's easy, because naturally people are automatically going to suffer. All right? So once you get to the point where you don't want to suffer anymore, and that is when the ability and the desire to actually desire to not judge and plus not resistant equaling no suffering. That is power. And it has to be done on a moment by moment basis. This is not something, oh, hey, I did it, right? No. It's all the time. We're never done. And it's a journey that we enjoy. Okay? So peace is power. So what would I call this? This is called the peace constant tactic. So what you want to do is, with every feeling, with every thought, every experience, every breath you take, you just observe it. Observe it. Okay? Like a scientist, don't make any emotional judgment about it. That's easier said than done, right? What's easy is to don't do that, and you're going to suffer. When you suffer so much, you'll get to the point where you're not going to want to suffer anymore. So don't worry if you're suffering. We're all in process, okay? We're all in process. So the peace constant tactic would be to consistently practice grandma's face value tactic here at ATXI 10. All right, so that's what I got for y'all today. Now, I would completely trust and rely on the divine for this. Absolutely. So, peace is power. All right. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Thanks for joining us at Candid Travels, Texas. Peace constant tactic. Hallelujah. ATX. You're okay with me videotaping you, right? All right. We're surfing in Texas at University of Texas at Austin. Look at this. Woo! Yeah, baby. We can do it here in Texas on land. So what you saw is true third coast surfing. Now I surf for real. Check out Liam Stone's Venice Nights. It's a movie in which my character surfs. My character surfs on the West Coast. So this is the third coast, Texas. A lot of people think we don't surf. And we do say aloha and hook 'em horns. This out behind me. That is a nice painting of feminine. This is how they created these textbooks and refurbished them. That would be the right terminology. That is nice. Reconstruction. That's right. Curious about parchment? Tatia. Goat. Sheep. Oh, this is softer. Calf. Calf is the softest. So this looks like paper, right? But it's actually made out of goat, sheep, and calf skin. This is nice.
Okay, so you've heard of scrolls, right? Scrolls. Look at that scroll. Now, this is what you call a scroll. Look at this thing. And this is titled, and obviously it's on the skins that you saw, The Mystique of Monsters. It's a prayer roll in Latin and English, Yorkshire English, Yorkshire, England, circa 1500. So as you can see, even back around the 1500s, people still use skins rather than what we use as wood, paper, right? Very, very nice. Look at the detail on this thing. Wow. Peace tactic, baby. Peace. So what here it says is terrors. Throughout the Middle Ages, rulers capitalized on the mystique of monsters to enhance their own aura of power. All right, thanks again for joining us at this week's, the second travel adventure that we had in 2020, which is the peace tactic. And you got to see the Los Angeles and Texan style graffiti graphic art and ancient animal skin books and scrolls with monster prayers. Okay, monster prayer scroll. So back to what I was saying earlier about the tactic of peace within. When you have judgment plus obviously resistance, you will have suffering inside of you. It's going to happen. Okay, you're not going to be able to stop it, but if you can just notice it inside of you and realize that's what's happening, you will eventually get to the point where you're not going to want it anymore, and you're going to stop judging and stop resisting, and the suffering will go away, and thereby you will have peace. That's the peace tactic. So once again, the peace has to begin inside. So you want to create space inside of you, you see. When you have that space inside of you, then, oh, by the way, you got to see Third Coast Surfing in 2020 here at the University of Texas at Austin at the Blanton Museum of Art. That's where we got to see a lot of those things that was going to be over tomorrow, which is January 12th. So I got in there early, and got in there late. We saw that. So anyway, we want to create a peaceful state inside of us. The mistake most people do is they start trying to create space outside of them first. They perceive something that's so terrible they have to get rid of it, or they talk against it, right? And then what happens is that thing may go away, but then another thing outside of them that will be like that thing will come and bother them, right? So this is the peace. Thus, we have the peace tactic. Whatever is inside of you, if you find something outside of you that makes you unhappy or feel any kind of bothersomeness whatsoever, that is a trigger. It's a trigger. It triggers some resentment within you, or some fear or anger or within you. That isn't the cause. The cause is in you. It's in you. It's inside of you. Okay? It's your judgment of the situation externally. It's your resistance to it, and therefore you have suffering. So it's never anything on the outside. Now, once you create that peaceful space on the inside and you're done with your suffering, then, believe it or not, the external world is not going to matter, and you're going to know exactly what needs to be done. And you'll be in touch with the divine within you. God in you, Allah in you, whatever you want to call that divinity, the creator of this universe in you. All right, so thanks again for joining us for the Peace Tactic, for Third Coast Surfing, and Monster Prayer Scrolls. Okay, I can't sing anymore in case I get some kind of a YouTube notification on music. All right. Sun is setting in the west. Aloha from Texas. Yes, we surf here. You're okay with me videotaping you, right? All right, we're surfing in Texas at University of Texas at Austin. Look at this. Woo! Yeah, baby. We can do it here in Texas on land. So